Hello students, today we are going to start our new lesson 4.3, the Red-Headed League. This lesson has two parts. The first part is Mr. Wilson's story and Dr. Watson, who was the friend of Sherlock Holmes. He told this story to us. When I called upon my friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, he was conversing with a visitor who was an elderly man with fiery red hair. Mr. Dr. Watson told us that when he went to meet his friend, called upon means to meet. Means when he went to meet his friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, at that time Sherlock Holmes was conversing, means talking with a visitor. Some person went to visit him and Mr. Sherlock Holmes was talking with him, who was an elderly man with fiery red hair. And the person to whom Mr. Sherlock Holmes was talking, that person was an elderly man and he had red hair. Holmes introduced me to the visitor, Mr. Jabez Wilson. Then when Dr. Watson went there, Mr. Sherlock Holmes introduced him to the visitor, and the name of the visitor is Mr. Jabez Wilson. He was a pawnbroker. The person, Mr. Jabez Wilson, was a pawnbroker. Holmes asked him to repeat his story for him, and when here the meaning of pawnbroker is given, a person who lends money at interest when valuable things are kept with him till the loan is repaid. Means when any person gave his valuable things to the person who is giving him loan, the person is known as pawnbroker. Holmes asked him to repeat his story for me, and then Sherlock Holmes asked the person, means Mr. Wilson, to repeat his story for Dr. Watson. He began by showing us an advertisement in a newspaper. Read this as follows. It read as follows. Then the visitor, means Mr. Wilson, showed him an advertisement which is given in a newspaper. Here the advertisement is given to the Red-Headed League, means league is a group, and red-headed means which the persons who had red hair, means this advertise is for only red-headed league, means red-headed people. There is a vacancy for a member of the league, and the salary is 4 pounds a week for normal services. Red-headed men may apply in person on Monday at 11 o'clock to Duncan Rose at the office of the league, 7 Fleet Street. Here the advertise is given, and in this advertise there is a vacancy for a member of a league, and the salary is 4 pounds a week for normal services, means there is no a lot of work, and the salary is 4 pounds for a normal service, and this is only for the red-headed people, means who had red hair, only that persons will apply for this. Red-headed men may apply in person on Monday, and here the address is given, time is given. The time is 11 o'clock and the address is Duncan Rose at the office of the league, 7 Fleet Street. The advertisement has appeared in newspaper. This advertisement is given in a newspaper 2 months ago. Means this advertisement is given before 2 months. Mr. Wilson's assistant Vincent Sprouting had shown it to him, and the person, means Mr. Wilson, who came there to meet Sherlock Holmes, his assistant Vincent Sprouting, he shown this advertise to his master. Mr. Wilson liked his assistant Spaulding. Then Mr. Wilson liked his assistant Sprouling. He was smart, efficient, and worked for only half a normal wages because his assistant Sprouting is a smart, efficient person and he worked only for normal wages, half normal wages. But the assistant also had a fault. But his assistant also had a fault. Every now and then he left work and went down into the cellar to develop photographs. Photography was his hobby. His assistant Sprouling had some faults. Every now and then he left his work and he went to the cellar, into the cellar to develop photographs because photography was his hobby. Sprouting showed the advertisement to Mr. Wilson and explained to him that an American millionaire, Mr. Isaac Hopkins, had founded the famous Red-Headed League to help all red-headeds like himself. Then Sprouting showed that advertisement to his master, means to Mr. Wilson, and he explained him about the vacancy. He explained that the person who gave this advertise is Mr. Isaac Hopkins. He is a American millionaire. He was a American millionaire, and he founded the famous Red-Headed League. Mr. Isaac Hopkins founded the famous Red-Headed Leagues, and he wanted to help the red-headeds, means the persons who had red hairs. He wanted to help that person. Sprouting urged Mr. Wilson to apply for the job. Mr. Wilson's assistant Sprouting urged him, he requested him to apply for this job. So the two of them went to the address given in the advertisement. And so both of them, means Mr. Wilson and his assistant Sprouting, went to the given address in the advertisement. Fleet Street was full of red-headed people, and Mr. Wilson thought that with so much competition he would not get the job. He wanted to go back, but Sprouting pushed through the crowd and took Mr. Wilson to the office. When they went at the given address, the Fleet Street was full of red-headed people, and when Mr. Wilson saw that the competition is so much, means many people came there for the advertisement for the vacancy, and when Mr. Wilson saw this, he thought that he would not get the job, so he wanted to go back, but his assistant Sprouting pushed through the crowd. But his assistant Sprouting took him through the crowd, and in this way they went in front of the person who is the head of that office. There was nothing in the office but a couple of chairs and a table. A red-headed man sat behind the table. He was Mr. Duncan Rose, a representative of the Red-Headed League. He was very pleased to see Mr. Wilson, and announcement immediately that he was well suited for the job. He shook hands with Mr. Wilson, congratulated him, and told all other candidates to go back. And when they went into the office, they saw that there is nothing more than a couple of chairs and a table, and a red-headed man sat behind the table. The person who sat behind the table was Mr. Duncan Rose. He was the representative of the Red-Headed League, and when he saw Mr. Wilson, he was very pleased, means he became very happy to see Mr. Wilson, and immediately he announced that, and when he met Mr. Wilson, he immediately announced that Mr. Wilson was well suited for the job, means Mr. Wilson was the correct person for the job. He also shook hands with Mr. Wilson. He congratulated Mr. Wilson and told other candidates to go back because the vacancy is fulfilled. Mr. Duncan Rose explained that Mr. Wilson would have to be in the office from 10 to 2. If he left the office, he would lose the job. Sprouting assured Mr. Wilson that he would look after Mr. Wilson's business in his absence. The pay was fixed at £4 a week, and the work, said Mr. Wilson. And when Mr. Wilson was appointed for the vacancy, Mr. Duncan Rose explained him that he would have to be in the office for 10 to 2. Means the working hours of Mr. Wilson was 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. If he left the office, he would lose the job. And if he left that office before 2 o'clock, then he would lose the job. Spaulding assured Mr. Wilson that he would look after Mr. Wilson's business in his absence, and his assistant Spaulding assured Mr. Wilson that nothing to be worried about his business. He will take care of his business in his absence. The pay was fixed at £4 a week, and the payment of Mr. Wilson was fixed. The payment was fixed at £4. Then Mr. Wilson asked about his work. You can to copy out the Encyclopedia Britannica. Then when Mr. Wilson asked about his work, Duncan Rose answered him that he had to copy out the Encyclopedia Britannica. The pay was very good and the work was light. Mr. Wilson thought that the payment is very good and he had nothing so much to work there. Mr. Wilson accepted the job and began his work the very next day. And as the salary was very good, Mr. Wilson accepted this job and he started his work next day. Mr. Duncan Rose was there in the office to see that Mr. Wilson did his work properly and did not leave the office. And when Mr. Wilson joined his work, Mr. Duncan Rose every day visited in that office to see whether Mr. Wilson is working properly or not. He told Mr. Wilson to start with the letter A. He told Mr. Wilson to start his copy out of Encyclopedia Britannica with letter A. Mr. Wilson wrote diligently for 4 hours without leaving the place. Mr. Wilson was enjoying his work. He was doing his work very happily without leaving the place for 4 hours. Mr. Rose would drop in from time to time to see that all was right with Mr. Wilson. Then Mr. Rose was also visiting him from time to time to see whether he was working properly or not. At 2 o'clock, he bade Mr. Wilson goodbye and locked the door of the office. When at perfectly 2 o'clock, he bade Mr. Wilson goodbye, means he say Mr. Wilson goodbye, and then he locked the doors of his office. We will see the next part in our next period.